Sorry, no camera today, I've been having issues with it, so today is just an audio video. So Excite Audio has been releasing a lot of very interesting instruments for the time, but just now they released a new type of instrument. As with the others, it's sample-based, but this one has actually very interesting and deep features. So let's check out Evolve Alloy. As you can see, very basically, it's a 4-sound sample or synthesizer kind of instrument with an XY controller, so you can fade in and out from each of the sounds. The sound generator parameters are very basic, and the sample library is very extensive. It has a lot of different things from acoustic or synth kind of sounds, or more experimental things, textures, foley, and whatnot. Now, what I find very cool is the addition of these 4 different effects on the main screen that are not your regular effect. The sharpen is like a transient booster, the rust is distortion, but the vibrate is actually a very fast delay and you cannot edit the parameters of it, giving you this more metallic feedback kind of sound. And the other one is a spring reverb, which sounds also very metallic and just excellent. So from these basic effects, you can get crazy sounds. Now, just with this presentation, of course, we are inclined to test different presets, so let's check how different are they. Now, of course, it has advanced features. You can see them by clicking here on Edit. And before going to them, I gotta say that for all of these other deep features, I find the synth to be a little bit too basic. For instance, the Unison doesn't have a randomizer for the phase of the new waves, giving us always this kind of sound that bursts. Other than that, we have pitch and fine tuning, but I don't know, it would be great to have maybe some wave shape or whatnot. Otherwise, you can always use the sample to load up synthesizer sounds. Now we have 2 filters with the basic shapes and distortion, which sounds pretty nice. We can send each of the sounds independently to each of the filters, which is always great. Then we have 3 slots for effects, which are pretty nice, and some of them are very unique. Like the feedback, which is again like a very fast delay, almost like a comb filter. The transient shaper, the auto wah, the speaker, and the pitch drifter, which it's like this classic tape pitch drifting kind of thing. Other than that, the other effects are pretty common, which is always welcome. Now, in terms of modulation, we have envelopes for each of the sounds, and that gives you more freedom for sound design, because maybe a sound can be like a plug, and other one can slowly fade in and whatnot. The LFOs are also pretty nice. They are basically MSECs, meaning that you can draw any shape that you want. And the other interesting thing are the XY paths. That's because you can see here on the XY thingy that we have an effects XY. I don't know, for instance, we can start using this modulator to control the 4 effects that are below the XY path. That way it's super fun to play around with it. I love using these XY controllers. I should be using more the one that comes with Bitwig. So it's a pretty deep instrument, and I love the XY workflow, to be honest. The only thing is, for instance, I already mentioned that the synthesizer could get a little bit more of work. It's not like I want a very complex synth or whatever, but a little bit more of other features like wave shaping or a better unison. Another thing that I feel it's missing, it's actually a randomizer. I don't see an option to use a randomizer like maybe on key or even the LFOs. That's a shame because randomizers are very useful, especially to control these kind of paths. Another thing that's maybe a little bit nitpicky, but I think this could benefit a lot from aftertouch control. It will make it a lot more expressive. It doesn't even have to be polyphonic, just plain simple aftertouch. Now, one last feature that you know that I love is that it actually has a randomizer for all the parameters that you see on the screen. It changes the samples, the different parameters of the sounds, and even the effects. But of course, with any randomizer is hit or miss, but I have a lot of fun with these kind of parameters. And you can also choose which parameters you want to randomize. So that's it. I mean, it's a very fun instrument with a lot of different sounds and deep enough to create many different things. The thing is, I feel it can be deeper without getting too experimental with the things that I already mentioned. But of course, let me know your opinions down in the comments, and if you want to buy Evolved Alloy, consider using my affiliate link that's on the description. Besides that, I'm going to upload presets for this instrument for free for patrons and channel members, so consider supporting my channel. Other than that, subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Thank you so much for watching, I will see you next time, and bye bye!